Alright, this is Team 4, Sprint 3 for the CS 5800 election system. Main focus of this one was working on our design of the front end and all that, as well as completing all the use cases for Sprint 3. So to start, I'm going to sign in as Alice, who is going to be our manager. As the manager, when she goes to profile request, she has the option to also now assign admin roles to people submitting documents. Typically, typically the documents would require something else rather than just the driver license and bank statements, but this would be the way they would do it. Once a request is submitted, they either get approved to vote, they get denied and they have to submit something else, or Brown here in this case, we're going to approve his request and let him be an admin. So now when I log out, and let's say I were to log in as David Brown, he now has admin role as well. So alongside that, admins are going to be able to activate and deactivate ballots. So if you look here, you'll see for races, we have currently presidential, government, and house. Right now, I haven't filled the tables to display every single person running, but this tab will display every person currently running who's eligible for that race, regardless of state, county, and all that sort of thing. That'll be in the Vote Now tab, which we'll get to in a second here. But same thing, you're able to update candidate information and drop them out. We're able to activate and deactivate ballots. If I go ahead and create a new ballot, we'll call it a hamburger race. We're going to make this a government race, and the election day is the 5th. So now here we go. If you see here all the governments in the government election, it's going to be the same thing here because it's a government race. As well as if you go to account now, you'll see hamburger race has been added to my account. As you can see, I've already placed votes for the other elections, but I haven't yet for the newly created election. So if you go to results, right now I am able to view them because I am signed in as an admin, but if I went ahead and logged in, I believe Bob Smith was accepted. So if I log in as Bob Smith, oh, he is an admin. Hang on. Let me go to, see, Eva Jones, approve. So let's sign in now as Eva Jones. If I signed in as Eva, I'm not an admin. When I go to results, I'm not able to view any right now because the race is still active. If you see here, hamburger race is once again there because it was created by an admin, and so I can now vote for it by, I can view all the races here. I can also now go vote, which, if you notice, for the House of Reps election, for example, there's no one because I haven't added a crap ton of House of Reps people nominating for the House of Reps to fill up every single county, but the House of Reps is only going to show people running in your county, just as the government election is only showing people running for your state, to which, what's her state? Iowa is going to be Eva Jones' state, so the presidential will still declare all the presidents, but then government is only going to be governors running for the state of Iowa. And same thing, House of Reps would only be people running within their county. To which, right now it says she's elected for someone because the database is just filling out all this random information just for the sake of seeing it. But typically, it would be no votes placed, and she wouldn't be able to place one for wouldn't be able to place one for Knight because Knight is not in her county. But thankfully for the hamburger race, we're selecting a governor. There are 5 governors we can choose from. So let's vote for David Nelson. And now if we go to account, we can see we have voted for Nelson in that race. Same thing for results, which we're not able to view yet. If I go ahead and log back in as Alice, we're going to go ahead and we're going to close the hamburger election. So now this has been deactivated. We have the option to reactivate it, but now that it's been deactivated, if I log back in as Eva Jones, I currently would not be able to vote here because it takes priority over I've already voted, but otherwise it would say it's been deactivated. And now if I go to results, I can view the hamburger race because it has been deactivated. As you can see, this is the only, right now I'm the only, Eva's vote has been the only one that's been casted, and so it's going to show that. Same presidential, that's one thing I want to show too. When comparing, I'll just view it from an admin's perspective, but presidential is the one, all of these votes are just going to display. This would be one thing we would get if we had more time, was we would get the House of Reps and government elections to also display every individual state and county separately, like depending on the state you're in. So if similar to how in races it's only showing governments in your state, the results would also only show the results for your state. Right now it's just all votes. Right now it's kind of just collapsing all votes in general. So even though there are 449 votes in right now for the House of Reps for the government election, there's probably only like 20 in your state. That would be something we would do in the long run to update, but presidential is up to date since obviously every vote across the whole country goes towards presidential, in which it's also updated with electoral votes and percentage for all the parties, as you can see here. Besides that, is there anything else? That looks to be everything. We still have all this information. I went ahead and removed half of the information here so that the info tab would be a little more relevant, as it shows the address and such as well. But besides that, that is the Sprint 3 for Team 4 in the CS 5800 elections, and hopefully we would have everything submitted alongside this. Thanks again for giving us the time to submit some of the documents we forgot early on, and here's hoping for a good finish to the semester.